to one and all. This evening, I'm down Holetown, St. James, which is on the west coast. This evening, I'm here looking towards the Sunset Mall, first of all, which is at Holetown, at Sunset Crest, St. James. This section of Holetown is known as Sunset Crest, St. James. So I'll do a walk along the west coast this evening. So Sunset Mall here where the Care Shepherd, which is now Bridgetown Duty Free Shopping, was once located. And this road above here now will lead you back to Sandy Lane Hotel, which is a 5-star hotel. So I'm on the west coast. Up here will lead you back to Sandy Lane and back to Paynes Bay, all back on the west coast, all in St. James, Paynes Bay, Sandy Lane, Fitz Village, Black Rock, and back up to Bridgetown. So Sandy Lane Hotel is just around the corner here, which is a 5-star hotel. Sandy Lane is a 5-star hotel. Sandy Lane is where the rich and famous stay when they come to Barbados. Sandy Lane. Tiger Woods was married at Sandy Lane. The famous golfer Tiger Woods was married at Sandy Lane. Rihanna also stays there when she comes to Barbados. I'm not giving up Rihanna's secrets. So I'll just say that as a by the way thing. That is a 5-star hotel, a rich hotel. So this is all Holetown. A lot of rich people live up in here as well. A lot of rich people live down here, sorry. This is down. A lot of rich people and fine, relatively fine people live down in these parts. The guy Richard Branson that owns Virgin Atlantic has a house down here. Holetown was the first settlement where the English settled when they landed in Barbados. I'm heading down Holetown now on the west coast. This is the west side this evening. I'm on the west side. I am on the west side. Holetown was the first settlement. So this is the area where the English settled when they landed in Barbados on the 27th of February 1627. The English landed at Holetown in St. James. A lot of rich people live up here at Holetown. On the west coast, on the whole, not just one whole. You see all the lovely hotels. The hotels down on this side are different to the ones on the south and the east side. This is a rich area. This is the richest area. This is the richest side of Barbados. The west coast and the western side of Barbados is the richest side. Some more hotels here, the Beachlands, Warm Beachlands Hotel. So this is the side of the island that is rich and have a lot of money. A lot of money, people live up this side too. As I said before, I'm not giving out anybody's secrets. I'm just giving out a detail on the area or by the way thing on the area. So Barbados' first church, St. James Parish Church, is located on this in Holetown as well, to the other end of Holetown, the lower end, which I will get to last. They're supposed to be having a program there. So I may be able to show you guys inside the church. So I will go on the beach, show you guys the beach. So this is a Sunday evening walk along Holetown. I will go on the beach, show you guys the first settlement, show you guys the first settlers beach. The West Coast. The West Coast can also be referred to as the Gold Coast or the Platinum Coast. Where this white fence is where Chafet Restaurant was. Chafet Restaurant used to be up here first from 1993 until 2008. Come back up to Sunset Crest. So I will walk back. I will walk through the sunset. I will walk through. We go across shortly. The English settled at Holetown on the 27th of February 1627. Hence the name Holetown, the whole parish. Hence the Holetown Festival, which is held every February. Holetown Festival is held every ending of February each year because of the commemorate the English landing. So this is about a sandy lane beach. The place looks quiet though. This is a Sunday evening walk. Holetown is set up different to any other town in Barbados. So all the beach here, all the beach. Have a lot of fine well-to-do restaurants here as well. You can see the cruise ship out to sea. Back to the roadside. Head along the road course. So all here is where Chafet used to be. All here is where Chafet Restaurant used to be until it was closed down from this location in 2008. Chafet moved from here in 2008. I remember when I was younger. My mother would take me to Chafet Restaurant. And I could sit down at the back here and watch the sunset. Right at the back here and watch the sun setting while eating an ice cream, a hamburger, or burger, beef or veggie burger, beef or veggie burger, snack box, roti, whatever you want to eat. You can sit down behind here and enjoy the scenery from here. All here is the West Coast. Sadly, Chafet had to move from this location in 2008 because the owner of the property wanted it back. So he had to, Aluk had to move. So we're walking down through Holetown to the beach now. All here is where the Sandy Crest Medical Center was. Sandy Crest Medical Clinic is over here. Right here, Sandy Crest, 24-hour. Catering to the people of the north and west of the area. All here is where Chafet used to be. Okay, let me be careful at this corner here. This is the beach club hotel. All back to the road side here. This is the beach club here, hotel. The Paul Owens restaurant at it.
You know what I can afford? You just need to help
We
me
were
say
living in what type.
Paul Owens restaurant at the beach house. Is the beach house restaurant. Beach house hotel. And they have the Paul Owens restaurant at it. You can see that there's nobody there today. Nobody is there today. And the Drift Ocean Terrace Lounge over here. The Drift Ocean Terrace Lounge. You can see all the crabs here. So this is all the West Coast here, affectionately known as the Gold Coast or the Platinum Coast. So this is the Tides restaurant here. The Tides restaurant. Tides restaurant. So relaxing out here. So mostly the English visitors like to visit this side of the island, while the American and Canadians like to visit the south and probably the east side. Back at the Thai restaurant. And the St. James Villa Beach Apartments over here. So I don't want to take up too long out here. So the St. James Villas, Beach Apartments, Holiday Apartments. This here. St. James Villas, Holiday Apartments. Now approaching Zacchaeus Pizza House, which is on the west coast. Zacchaeus on the west. So this is Surfside Bar Restaurant here. Fort Stone Beach will be just behind here, where the St. James Parish Church is. But I will not go all the way behind here. This is the regular occurrence with the steel band music playing every Sunday evening. The Civic Building, which is sold to the Canadians. This government sold this building to the Canadians sometime this year. The government sold this building to the Canadians. This government is selling a lot of properties. Where the old hospital was, which was the Ministry of Health, was given away. I think in April or March, April, it was given away to the Africans from the Afrexim Bank. So this building was sold to the Canadians. This is where the police station complex is. The police station along with the library, the magistrate's court, and post office, all the government offices in Holetown. Police station, the post office, and so on is situated here at Holetown. Then back up to Holetown. This is Massey Supermarket here. Massey is here, where Supercenter Supermarket was. Supercenter was in here first. And the Sunset Mall, Sunset Mall was here. It was West Coast Mall. Sunset Mall, if you want further back up where we started the video. This was the West Coast Mall, which was where the Supercenter supermarket was. When Massey bought over all the Supercenter stores, Massey moved in here. That was around 2014, 2015. Massey bought over all the Costa, Mannings, and Supercenter stores. And then in 2017, they tore it down. They tore down the old building and built it back. A new building the same year. So Massey has a new supermarket in here. The civic building where the police station is, and the magistrate's court, and the library, and the Barbados Revenue Authority, and the post office, and so on. The Swoobish gas station over here, which has the Holetown restaurant at it. Over here, and this is the Holetown Monument commemorating the landing of the English. It says this plaque was erected in the 11th year of Barbados' independence to mark the 350th anniversary of the landing of the first settlement of the island in February 1627. From 1605 to 1905, this monument commemorates the third centenary of the first landing of the Englishmen from the olive blossom near this spot about the month of July in 1605. Supermarket. Station here. So I'm not gonna make my way further down to the town now. So this is Sunday, so it will not be that busy. Like it would be on a normal day. The Royal Bank of Canada over here. The Holetown Methodist Church here, which dates back to 1912, which many persons get mixed up with this and the St. James Parish Church. This is not St. James Parish Church. This is Holetown Methodist Church. At the corner of the road that will lead you back to Seaview and back to St. Thomas. So this is where Wine World store is, as well as they have a lot of Realtor Limited stores in here. A lot of realtors are located down this side. So this is St. Holetown Methodist Church. I will go through First Street where they have a lot of nightclubs there. I will go to First Street, which is through here. And this road will take you back to St. Thomas. Further up in the countryside. This road will take you back to St. Thomas. First of all, it will lead you back to Seaview and Lassel's Hill first in St. James. And then it will take you back to St. Thomas with St. Thomas Parish Church, where the roundabout is, the Lawrence Johnson roundabout. Which is the largest roundabout on the island, St. Thomas Parish Church, along Highway 2A. It is also referred to as the Landmark Highway. It can be accessed from up to here. And it will take you back to Rock Hall, which was the first Freedom Village, which is also in St. Thomas. So it will take you back to St. Thomas Parish Church, situated along Highway 2A, known as the Roundabout Highway. And it will take you back to Rock Hall, which was the first Freedom Village, which is just above St. Thomas Church. Rock Hall is in St. Thomas. And it will lead you back to Harrison's Cave, Richmond Hall Gully, and further east into St. Thomas, into the countryside it will lead you to. And this is Lime Grove here, which is Lime Grove is a mall, or expensive mall. Things there are expensive. This is the money area, as I said before. Holetown Methodist Church here, and Lime Grove Mall here. So I want to go to First Street at Holetown now. First Street. First Street. Where all the nightclubs are. They have a lot of nightclubs through here. Fargo Restaurant and Bar. Fargo Restaurant and Bar. Here's some Palm Chinese restaurant here. Here's some Palm restaurant. The TML One Love Bar over here. Mango Bay Hotel Sports Bar. So a lot of nightclubs and so on, and lounges are through here. This is another lounge, Jeremy's Lounge. This is the Mango Bay Hotel. Mango Bay. A lot of lounges, nightclubs. This is where they have parties every All Year's night. This is something similar to St. Lawrence Gap, but it is more, this is more, I would say, St. Lawrence Gap is more active than out here. That's the best way I could put it. But both here and St. Lawrence Gap are kind of equated. The Muse Restaurant and Lounge. Sitar Indian Restaurant. Sitar Restaurant, Indian Restaurant. Nishi Restaurant. Back at the Lime Grove Lifestyle Center, Lime Grove Mall, which was opened sometime around 2010, 2011. It started to build in late 2010, and it was completed by early 2011. Things in here are very expensive. Like I said before, I don't think I would ever be able to afford anything in Lime Grove at this present moment. Things in here just cost you an arm and a leg. A lot of Louis Vuitton things in there, and they got Louis Vuitton things in there, and Louis Vuitton bag and Louis Vuitton shop and things in there. I can't remember, they can't look for them things, to be quite honest. The Gossip Market in there too. The Gossip Market in Lime Grove too. Little pond over here. So yeah, when I'm coming back up, I would stop there if it's still open. riding upon us. So I will be able to stop by Barbados' first church, St. James Parish Church. Jamestown Park, which is up in here. Jamestown Park at Holetown, St. James. By the way, Holetown was referred to as Jamestown at first, before it was renamed Holetown. A construction site is up in here. A lot of Chinese doing work up here too. Not only but here in Barbados, on the whole, a lot of Chinese doing work, construction work. Everything now with the Chinese, the Chinese, the Chinese, the Chinese. Not this, not that, so right, but everything is the Chinese, the Chinese. Everything now is the Chinese. Hearing more about Chinese, more than anything else. Not this to the Chinese, you know. I guess that's by the way thing. Another hotel here, another realtor company. Sorry. So Bear Realtors out here. This is the Trent's pasture here in St. James, which will be back to the St. James Secondary School, which is now the Frederick Smith Secondary School. Named after Sir Frederick Smith, former politician, and he was a deputy prime minister at one point. So Frederick Douglass Smith. The school name after he, the school name St. James Secondary School, but it was named Frederick Smith Secondary School. This way we take it back to the highway to way as well, better known as the Roundabout Highway. So the highway to way section with Lancaster, Orange Hill, and that side of St. James via Greenwich Village. This is the Sandpiper Hotel entrance. So, Chafet is up to here. Chafet in Lancaster, which would have been a replacement for the one that was back up in Holetown. So now heading down towards St. James Parish Church, which was the first church. They were supposed to be having a concert there. I don't know what is going to happen yet, if I'm going to be able to go in or not. But I will video the church probably when the concert is finished. Sandpiper Hotel on the Settlers Beach. Settlers Beach is behind the Sandpiper. So I'm now close to the church, now reaching the church. Straight down now, we'll be leading you back to the north of the island. In St. Peter, we'll lead you back to Spikestone, which is Barbados'. St. Peter, this is Barbados'. To the north of the island in St. Peter, with with Spike Stone. Back to the Battle Royal Westmoreland, another golf course, another rich and famous area, Royal Westmoreland. You got it from here. So this is the church here, St. James Parish Church. The first church in Barbados, dating back to 1629, 2 years after the English settlement. St. James Parish Church is the oldest church in Barbados. The church hall here. St. James Parish Church is another famous rich church as well. With the rich and famous worship. Thank you guys for watching now. God have a blessed evening.